Hello again. This is Amateur and CB Radio Microphone Sounds number 10. For the narration, I'm using the MXL BCD1 microphone, which I just acquired not too long ago. I kind of like this microphone. It's small, and it sounds pretty good to me. Anyway, this video is going to cover wiring of the microphones. It's not as difficult as it may seem to those that have never done it before. The trick is you need to wire the correct pins from the microphone to the microphone connector of the radio, and each radio will have its own pin out. My Yaesu is different from a Kenwood, which is different from an ICOM, which is different from an Alinco, and so forth. But it's not difficult. You will need some tools. A soldering iron and solder, number one. You'll also need solder flux. And I will tell you this, for solder flux, paste, whatever you want to call it, the best I have ever used by far is one called Ruby Fluids. It's a red color, and it works like a Ronson lighter. First time, every time. Anyway, there's a plug for them. You will also need something to help you hold things. Since we can't grow a third hand, you can buy devices or come up with something. I've seen people using a lot of different things to do this with. Okay, you will need some wire strippers and cutters. You want some that can cut very small wires. I'm sorry, not cut, but strip very small wires. Okay, so solder, well, just a 60-40 standard mix. It'll work. You can get some stuff or solder that has silver in it. I use that for anything that has to do with my audio system. Probably an overkill. But anyway, you will also have to have the cable and the plugs. Now for the cable, you want to use something that is shielded. Okay, I use XLR cable. I just remove one end, the male end, and put the radio's connector on that end. The other end, the female end, plugs right into the microphone. So you may have a radio that has an RJ11 or an RJ45. Now you'll have to buy crimpers for that. Okay. Since I used to teach computer networking, I have crimpers and I have RJ45s and whatever for Ethernet cable. I had to buy the RJ11s. You'll find those on telephone connections, the old style, before everyone got a mobile cellular phone. But those are some of the things you need. You may want some magnifying glasses or a magnifying glass, something to help you see the connections better, just to make sure you've got them right. The XLR connectors are labeled pin 1, 2, and 3. Pin 1 is ground, pin 2 is audio plus, and pin 3 is audio minus. It doesn't get much easier than that. Okay? So it's not a difficult thing to do. Make sure your cable is long enough. Coiled cable is pretty nice, or straight cable. It doesn't matter, as long as they're shielded. That is the trick. Now, for my connection to a radio with RJ11 on it, I used Ethernet cable, which has twisted pairs in it. Those twisted pairs reject noise, just like an XLR rejects noise. Okay, those work fine. Anyway, be careful soldering that you don't get heat applied too much to the microphone element. That's probably not good. Also, a warning. Some radios, HF radios, amateur radios, have voltages on some of the microphone pins. Do not connect those voltages. Do not connect them. The dynamic mics don't need them, and there's a possibility of damage. One last thing, this wiring is for dynamic mics. I'm not covering anything to do with condenser mics. As I've said in previous videos, I don't think a condenser mic adds any benefit to use on a radio. It's a case of very diminishing returns. Anyway, good luck in 7-3.